I came on here last night and spoke a little bit, and today I'm deciding to come on here and speak again. All of this has been inspired by the guy Franklin who told me I should delete my channel. So thank you, Franklin. But the real reason why I was able to do this is because before Franklin came in and said what they said, I was going through and I saw something that really like shook me to my core just because I wasn't expecting it. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you guys saw that press conference that Deion Sanders had a couple days ago, but in the press conference, bottom line is he was away from the game for a while. Team was practicing, it's summer camp, so they should be all there. And bottom line is, um, he'd been away from the team for a while. Nobody really knew what was going on. But what was really going on was Deion Sanders ended up having cancer. Okay, so he had to have his whole bladder removed. And in this press conference, he has his doctors there. He has other people from medical staff who helped him there, and they're helping explain to everybody why he's been gone for so long, what the whole process was. Bottom line is, he survived. He had his whole bladder removed, and they created a no bladder out of his intestines. The reason I'm bringing this up is because this message was amazing. Okay, so what he did was he decided to take it as an opportunity to talk about how God has worked in his life. Now, that may seem like it's not impressive, but the reason it was so impressive is because how successful this man has been. Okay? So as I'm watching it, I'm just like gobsmacked just because I'm thinking about everything and saying this man has been a Hall of Famer for a few years now. This man was a Hall of Famer. When he was still playing, you probably knew that he was probably going to be a Hall of Famer. Okay. Before that, he was a talented high school player, super talented college player, super talented NFL player. Of the NFL Hall of Famers, he's of the upper echelon. If they did like an induction of the top 100 players, he's in there. If they did an induction of the top 25 players, he's probably still in there. Okay, so that's how good this man is. All right, now what is so amazing is that over his whole career, you have seen him showtime, flashy, all out in the open and everything. But the crazy thing is that this man has had a faith in God that will probably shake you and make you scared of how little you believe in God. And so that's what was so amazing about the whole thing was he really just broke down how much faith he had in God. And one of the lines that really stuck out was somebody asked him, was there ever a point or when you were going through your recovery where you think about possibly not coaching again, where you think about it, excuse me, it not working out? And he said, no, no, God never told me that. I never heard that from God. He never put that in my head. I never even considered that. That wasn't even a possibility. Why would God do that? And as he's saying these things, it's making me clear that my relationship with God is not what it should be. Because they were asking questions where he was having to explain how he was not upset about his situation. He wasn't saying, woe is me. He was saying, well, let's get this taken care of. Let's find a way to get all the doctors that we need. Let's get it removed because I'm not trying to deal with all this bull job all these years, all these months and years or whatever it might be. And then it might come back and all that stuff. But the confidence he had to say, forget chemotherapy, forget all that stuff, cut it out, take it out of me. And in the Bible, it says if something's wrong with you, you should cut it off in order to keep on moving. Okay, this man has lived this. Okay, and then even when it comes to his toes, this man has consistently in our eyes been going through the ringer. Okay, I know he had issues when he was younger about people talking bad about him. I know that since he's been older, he's had issues with people treating him ridiculously. He went through a public divorce, okay, with a beautiful woman. He let that go. Okay, didn't stress out, didn't crash out behind that. All right, that got to be God. Okay, then he went through an amputation of his feet. His feet have to be so precious to him just because he's used them to make his money. And this man lost some toes, people making fun of him, his friends making fun of him, all of this stuff. And the whole time he's saying, I have faith in God. I'm not worried about what y'all talking about. That is wild to me. I feel like I look cross-eyed right now. Okay, the camera's over here. Let's look at the camera. But that's just so wild to me because this man's faith is what leads him in the dark times and the good times. And he has a lot of dark times. He has a lot of times where people are saying, what are you doing? Oh, you're losing. They're always questioning and doubting, even now with his sons. So while he was going through all that stuff he was going through, during that same time, his son was being bullied at a training camp for being the son of Deion Sanders. Now, the NFL is dealing with this issue that could possibly have to pay out this family because they didn't do what they needed to do in order to make sure that it wasn't an issue with him. So they're allowing these testosterone bound dudes to jump up on Shador, even though Shador is one of the faces of the NFL already. He hadn't even played a snap. But the fact that he's so talented, his dad was so talented, and his brother was so talented that y'all gotta understand, man. Bronny barely made it into the NBA, all right, and everybody was talking bad about him the whole time, all right. Michael Jordan didn't have a single son to make it in the NBA, okay. This man had two sons that he coached throughout their careers, and they both made it into the NFL the same year. Bro, that's wild. That's crazy. You did all of that, and then at the same time, you were coaching a Hall of Famer. Well, not a Hall of Famer, but a collegiate Hall of Famer. Somebody who's going to be a first pick of the NFL draft. That's wild. Okay, the temperance you have to have, the faith you have to understand how to do that, and not give preference to your children, and to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to be great. Just seeing that's amazing. And then having a team that wasn't doing the best and starting a new program and NIL, and this man has been going through a lot, and the whole time he's just talking about God. God saw me through this. Yeah, I just put my faith in God. So I say all this to explain. A lot of people always show the clips, and they always want to talk about the clips while the clips are playing. I don't want to do that. If you guys want to see it, go to Deion's page, go to somebody else's page who actually recorded it, and give them a view. I'm just talking about it, okay? And all I need y'all to understand is, if you're wondering why you haven't been blessed, if you're wondering why God hasn't been singing about you, or if you're wondering why God isn't always on your side, if you're wondering why it seems like things just aren't working out, maybe it's you. Maybe it's not God. Because I clearly realize I don't believe in God as much as Deion Sanders believes in God. I don't have the faith that Deion has. And it hurt my feelings to say that, but it's the truth. I can see this man's faith in the way he walks, in the way he lives, in the way when problems come up, he handles it as if I am not bothered by this because this is only a circumstance for right now. This could be over in 10 minutes. This could be over now, and I'm just bringing up something old. And I just think that's an amazing thing. I think it's a beautiful talent, and I implore you all to have more faith. Stop believing in what you believe in, because what you believe in is just made up in your head, okay? Start having faith that it's possible that God cares about you enough to actually solve your problems that he's said that he's going to solve. Just stop stressing out about the fact that it's possible you're on your own. Because the truth is, we believe in people so much, and these people don't care about us. If high school and middle school and college taught us anything, the people are here temporarily. People are here because it is productive for them. So sort of like somebody in high school that y'all used to be on the track team together, or y'all used to be on the basketball team together, or y'all used to have all your classes together. It's cohesive and it's beneficial to be friends with this person. It's easy to be friends with this person. You see them all the time. The point when the friendships are tested is once you're not going to the same school, once you're not in the same classes, once you're not always around each other. Did y'all just talk to each other just because it was convenient, or did you talk to each other because you had a true bond? And in just living life, you realize that most of them are not true bonds. Most of them are just convenience. And it's unfortunate because there are some people who go out and they do treat relationships as if they are important. And then a lot of people treat them as if they're single serving, like on an airplane. So, single serving people, single serving friends, like they talk about in Fight Club. And that creates a disconnect. So, allow yourself to be vulnerable with God. Stop being so vulnerable with the people who can immediately give you a conversation and can immediately talk to you. Because these people ultimately don't really care. They care as much as it bothers their life. So, taking all those problems, taking them to God, dealing with God, as opposed to dealing with them with your friends, with your romantic partners, with your associates at work, whatever it may be, you're allowed to have somebody you can talk to at all times, somebody you can put all your burdens on and not stress out about it, but also somebody who can actually solve the problem. Excuse me. How many times have we talked to people about our problems and they couldn't do anything about it? How many times have we asked for help, for solutions, for problems from people who have no clue? And then we get mad at them. We get mad at our situations for not getting taken care of, when all we needed to do was go to the right person and ask. So I say all that to say it's just been on my heart to talk to you guys about that, and I'm going to be practicing it more. Just talking to God more about my problems and not believing in other people. Like, I've had people who I wanted to be mentors. I've had people who you just believe that since you're a good person, that they'll be honorable and understanding and they'll try to help. No. People are fulfilling their own goals. And if you have a goal for the group, you will get taken advantage of. And I say that because, like Moses, this man was literally in the mountains doing all this work, climb and do whatever he had to do to try to get the 10 Commandments. When he come back, they got golden idols, worshiping, acting like something wrong with Joseph. Bro, y'all just got out of bondage, and now y'all going back to these guys because y'all aren't having a good time. And another thing that I learned from Deion Sanders is if you're chosen, if you're picked, if you're preferred, if God believes you're one of my people, like Job, you are going to be attacked consistently. If you're not ready for being attacked, that's why God hasn't picked you. Because he picks you in order to test you in the fire. And they call it a fire because it's like a non-stop painful kind of thing. There's always something coming, something burning, something hurting, something that's our problem. And your job is to just show the faith. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Hope you guys appreciate this message. Nobody's on here, but hope you guys hear this message. Hope you appreciate it. And I hope anybody who is offended by what I have to say or what I do on this page, understand, just pray about it. Don't talk to me about it because I can't fix it. I guess I could fix it. I could stop posting, but at this point it's sort of fun to post just to upset you. So pray about it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tapping in, checking in, seeing what's going on. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out of here. Oh, Lord, please watch over us, guide us, and protect us. Keep everybody safe. Keep us out of trouble. Keep us in your protection. Allow us to see that what we want to do in our lives is not important. What we care about is so minuscule and stupid. And help us to see that your goal, your plan for our life is the best plan for our life. Help us to stop having these attachments to things that have no benefit for us. And please help us to understand. And not understanding is probably the best way for us, because just as humans, we can't understand your plan. We can't understand what you're trying to do. So the best thing for us to do, just believe, have faith, and hopefully all things work out. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope whoever is tagging on here and watching is somebody who's getting a blessing. Uh, and I hope God works in your life. And if God is working in your life, just know you're doing something right. Okay? So if you have somebody hating, if you have somebody prying, or somebody trying to plot your downfall, you're doing it right. Keep it up. Don't let them get to you. And don't go to other people to try to vent your problems, because they suck. And did you hear what I said? Do not go to other people. Oh, but it's my best friend. They're your best friend today. Stop going to other people, venting your problems, because they do not care. All right? Go to God. Y'all be safe.